Cool. Hello. We are live.
We
no
are.
pre-recorded nonsense this week.
We can go in real time.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Everchosen. I am, as always, your host and DM, Feargus. Isabel isn't with us this week. She has decided to betray us and spend an extra day on holiday, which is, well, just an utter betrayal, if you ask me.
But our vengeance will be swift.
Yeah, I hope you're enjoying yourself on holiday, Isabel. Our vengeance will be swift and it will be merciless. But the rest of the group are here. I lost my train of thought there for a moment. And we have no announcements.
No. Oh, well.
Or am I forgetting one?
The Halloween stream that was originally planned for tomorrow has been postponed until the 5th, just due to issues with people's availability and real life stuff. But it is still going ahead, and we still have. I'm still putting together that with the monster that was chosen in our poll, which the guys who are actually in that game have no idea what that monster is. So, which is going to be a lot of fun.
No, I know. I was like, oh, do I look at the poll and see
No,
what
don't look
monsters
at the
are
poll.
coming up?
No.
And then I was like, oh no, I'm in that game. I can't look at the poll.
You can't look
Oh,
at the
I'm in that
crap.
game.
You are forbidden. But so that is still going ahead, but it is going to be delayed 2 weeks, just so that people's availability is worked out better for it. But other than that, I think that is all the announcements. I don't think that we have anything else.
Nice. Well, with those announcements out of the way, let's jump into the recap of last week. You guys, having arrived in Novigrad, inside Master Tavern's tower, the group explained what they had found, and that what they have been fighting over the last 2 months. Master Tavern told the group about the secret network of divine locks that keeps the outer and inner planes from colliding, and that if the children of four, this cult that you guys have been thwarting, break or unlock the 5 main locks, then there will be a second calamity, and the planes will collide once again. Wanting to aid the group however he can, Tavernth went off to ask his colleagues if they knew of any way of permanently sealing these divine locks. While that all went on, Marina looked through her master's things to find anything that could help her and her friends in the fight. Spell scrolls, components, things like that.
Yes.
While she was off doing that, the rest of the group went for a bit of shopping for supplies. Kez, you went to visit the local Artificers Guild on the recommendation of one Opal Winters. To sort of try and improve your skills. And while you weren't, while it's still coming to you, it is slowly coming to you. But you haven't quite cracked that nut yet. Frey visited the local headquarters of the Silent Hand to deliver them a message, and hopefully her superiors a message as well. At the end of the day, after everyone was done with their various tasks, the group met back up and went to Marina's father's workshop. You guys had a simple but hearty meal, sharing some of the stories of your adventures with Marina's father, and enjoying some good, friendly northern hospitality. While everybody was enjoying their days shopping or preparing for the adventures ahead, while they enjoyed a good meal at Marina's father's apartment above his shop, John and Hubert spent the entire day touring the city's drinking establishments, sampling all that the city had to offer in terms of alcoholic enlightenment, shall we say. You guys eventually passed out in the street outside a rather dingy establishment in the Port District, and were eventually escorted to the city cells by the guards to sleep off your drunkenness and maybe serve just a little bit of time for some disorderly contact, and to ensure that no harm comes to the city's inhabitants. we'll actually pick up our adventure with the main group at Marina's father's house. As you all arouse from your nights, your relatively comfortable night in the small apartment above the Cedric Woodleaf's workshop. You begin to get ready and pack up for the day when you catch muffled voices coming from downstairs in the main workshop. One voice certainly sounds like Cedric, the other one you don't recognize. But it seems heated.
Guess guess I'll go downstairs and see what's going on.
Okay. Are you just going down? Are you trying to sneak down and hear the conversation, or
That won't go well.
No. Okay. You're just heading downstairs. Okay. As you start to get closer, you catch a little bit of the conversation. You clearly hear your father say, "I left. I got permission to leave." Before you hear the other voice say, "You don't have a choice. Everyone's being called back." And then as you kind of start to head down the stairs, the conversation immediately stops. And as you reach the bottom, you see your father kind of looking back towards the stairs before he looks back towards a figure dressed in not particularly fine, but at least well-kept burgundy robes. Plain tunic. Doesn't really stand out as much. Just for all intents and purposes, looks like a regular human male. And you see as your father turns back, he takes something from the man, tucks it into an inside pocket, and kind of turns towards you and says, "Us. Did I wake you, Marina? I didn't mean to. I was just dealing with a customer, and we were just finishing up. I'll be up in a moment to serve you in your group breakfast, and then no.
You didn't. I was already up. Bit early for business, isn't it?
It's fine. The gentleman was just leaving, and the man in burgundy kind of nods to your father, nods to you, and then turns and calmly walks out. And your father goes, "Anyway, I think breakfast is in order, don't you?"
You go, yeah. No, that sounds good. I'm gonna let him go up the stairs first.
Yeah.
And as he goes past, I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be prying, so he needs to make he has to make a
Needs
save.
to make a wisdom save.
Is it? Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, it's a wisdom save. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Just need to get.
As far as I'm aware, my dad does not have any particular adventuring ability, so hopefully his saves are quite low. Though this all does seem quite suspicious.
What is your DC?
It's a 16.
Okay. You get his surface thoughts. Which appear to be mainly on making you and your friends breakfast. What he's got in his cupboards, what he can rustle up. And as you go to push deeper, it's weird. You feel your father resist. And it's strange. It's almost as if his mind was trained to block such intrusions. And you can't quite see where his deeper thoughts lead. He doesn't say anything. He just keeps walking up the stairs.
I will follow behind him.
Okay.
Sorry, I just rolled my portents for the day and they are very good. In fact, I probably should have used one of them just then, but oh well.
But no, he rustles you and your friends up a lovely breakfast with what he had left in his cupboard, which was there was some bacon, some eggs. He puts a pot of coffee on for those of you that want it. And you know, as he's sitting around the table, he appears like his normal self. Though every now and then he does just catch your eyes, Marina. And while he doesn't say anything, it's almost as if he's acknowledged what you tried to do, but he doesn't say anything about it. And eventually, as breakfast is kind of coming to an end, he goes, "So, what are your plans for today? Are you staying in the city another night, or are you heading out?"
I think we're heading out today. We've got to go and get John and Hubert and then pick up any orders that we had made. And then probably best that we start heading on to the next place because time is pressing.
Of course. No, that's.
Are you going to be okay?
Me, I'll be fine. Why wouldn't I be? I've got my shop, I've got my work. I'll be fine. You don't need to worry about me, Perry. You just keep being you.
All right. We'll try and come back when we can. It's been nice being home for a bit.
It's been nice having you home. And I hope you come back soon.
Yeah.
It's been nice having you with your friends.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely be back soon.
give some of my bacon to BC.
BC happily accepts some of your bacon.
Fucking cat.
BC almost looks astounded that you would give him some of your bacon. But yeah, you guys finish up breakfast. Cedric kind of bids you goodbye, gives you a big hug, Marie. You know, rubs your head.
Yeah, I hug him back. I can't let this go. Really can't let this go. As I hug him back, I'm going to just see if I can feel that envelope inside his pocket. Just like see if I can feel it from the outside of his jacket.
Yeah, you can feel it. It's quite a. It's not a particularly thick envelope, but it is noticeable in his jacket pocket.
Yeah, and I kind of pat him on that specific spot as I break the hug, just to let him know that I know there's something, and that, yeah, just let him know that I know there's definitely something up here. And I think for now that's enough.
as you do that, as you kind of pat that spot, your father he finishes ruffling your hair and he looks down at you and he goes, "Don't worry about it. Seriously. I'll be fine." And
you say that. You know that
no.
seeing things, seeing people, that's what I do, right?
I know.
So I can keep an eye on you.
I'm sure you can.
All right.
I can take care of myself. I really can.
I'm sure. I'll see you later. We gotta go back to saving the world. So.
And he just looks at you with a smile on his face. And he goes, yeah, he doesn't say anything. Just looks at you, smiling.
I love you, Dad. I'll see you soon.
I love you too. And I hope to see you soon as well.
I will.
As you say goodbye to your father, we will cut to our other two individuals, our drunken and disorderlies, John and Hubert. You don't have quite a pleasant morning as the rest of the group. You kind of both wake up in a haze, throbbing headaches. What little light there is in whatever room you seem to have woken up in seems blindingly bright. And as you kind of sit on the edge of this, of these quite wiry and rather uncomfortable beds that you seem to have found yourselves on, you see that you are both within the same 15 by 15 cell. with no memory of what happened the previous day.
God. What happened last night? Hubert, are you okay there? Are you okay?
Hubert head hurts.
Yeah, that's to be expected of the night we had. Where in flying fuck are we?
Hubert, no. And at that, Hubert goes up. What, like this room, does it have like, what kind of door does it have?
It has just like a bars. They look sturdy.
Okay.
You have none of your equipment on you. You have the clothes you were wearing the previous night, but that's it. Everything else that was on your person is gone.
Okay. All right. Let's find out, because I think I know where we are, but there's one way to check. Yo, guard!
And Hubert's gonna try to be bending the bars. Like,
Okay. Just make me a strength check, Hubert. Just to see if you can bend the bars.
oh, 8. So no.
No.
Hubert's pretty tired.
Yeah, you're tired. Your head really hurts. These bars are pretty strong. John, what are you doing while Hubert's trying to bend the bars?
I'm gonna try and get the attention of the guards to find out why we're in here.
Okay.
I just want to have a chat.
Okay, so you just call for the guard.
Yeah.
As you do, the echo from around you reverberates, and your head really hurts at that. As does Hubert.
Okay.
I'm
gonna whisper.
The cruelest drunk tank ever.
It is. But as you call, you see a guard dressed in kind of wearing a breastplate, kind of greaves, sword by his side. There's no insignia on any of this stuff. It all just looks quite plain and simple. As he walks over, he goes, the two drunkards are awake. Well, today's your lucky day. The captain's got bigger things than dealing with a couple of drunks.
What was the crime, really?
He kind of goes,
No, really, what was the crime?
He doesn't.
Really, what was the crime?
He doesn't answer you. He just unlocks your door, and starts leading you out of the cell block, mumbling to himself about drunken tourists vandalizing the city.
Well,
vandalizing? We did nothing of the sort.
And he just kind of, as he leads you out and past the simple desk, there's another guard sat behind it. And the two exchange a look, and the one behind the desk kind of hands you all back your stuff. And the first guard kind of turns to you and goes, right, the captain's warned me that if we catch the two of you doing anything out of the ordinary again, that we're not to be so lenient.
Well,
apparently he's in a forgiving mood, but a bad mood. Don't ask me. I'm just get out. And he kind of he's opened the door to the outside and kind of half kicked you out. And it is bright and cold and painful outside. But you are no longer in prison. You don't know where the fuck in the city you are. But you're no longer in a cell.
Hubert turns to John and says, others need know.
Others won't know. Others will never know. All right, let's see what the reviews were. And I brought out the book and I just stopped flicking through it.
It's weird. Normally, you keep quite a good record in your book. And you've kind of prided yourself that even at your drunkest, you've been able to keep quite a good record.
Okay.
But around the 4th bar,
Yeah.
your writing begins to get sloppy. And after the 4th bar, there's nothing. Like, there's no...
Just pictures.
There's not even pictures. There's, like, the occasional squiggle. But apart from that, it's just blank.
Well, must have been pretty good if I couldn't remember it then. Right.
Now you have to rate your squiggles.
Yeah.
Figure out how good the bar is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I guess we'll go find the others then.
Okay.
I've got a great story. We fought a dragon.
Hubert at this is like he's not very smart, but he's like too far.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It's all right. They won't bother asking where we were.
And Hubert, we found. No, Hubert wouldn't lie.
No.
So John's gonna have to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so you head off to find the others. Where are you going? Are you just going back to the tower?
Can we find our way back to the tower?
I'd quite like to swing by the shop and pick up my sword as we're walking back.
Okay.
Because
I mean, finding the tower is pretty easy, as it's the tallest building in Novigrad by quite some margin. It's the tallest building in Novigrad. So finding your way to the tower is pretty simple. John, you can pick up your sword on the way there.
Cool.
The sound of the forge and the blacksmith ringing.
Oh god.
Even by the time you kind of get there and your hangover's a little bit worn off, it still hurts. You're not feeling good. But you guys eventually make it to the front door of Master Tavrin's tower.
I'll just walk inside and say hello.
Oh, it's locked.
Oh, it's locked.
Yeah.
I will try and open the door, but I'm so hungover that I don't realize that it's locked.
He doesn't just leave it open for people to walk in.
I'll knock on the door then.
Okay.
I'll just knock on it.
Okay. There's a wait, and then a longer wait, and eventually the door kind of half creaks open, and you see the little snout of Seth, the kobold helper to Master Tavern, and he kind of peeks out and he goes, yeah, who's there?
It's John and Hubert.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the master's ready for you yet. I can go and ask.
We were just wondering where the others were.
Oh, they're not here. No, they left. They went to go, I think they went to go and spend the night at Marina's father's house. Yeah, it's just over there. And he kind of points you in the vague direction of the others.
So we can't come in and just sit around and wait.
No. Not without Miss Marina. Sorry.
But we're not gonna do any. Look, Seth, look at us. We're both hungover as fuck. We're not gonna do anything.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh god, if this works.
Seth looks confused and conflicted.
Oh wow, that's actually really good. That's just a flat out 19.
Okay. Seth opens the door, and you're not in the main hallway. You're in the sort of this small room. There's a fireplace at one end with kind of chairs dotted around the place. There's the familiar staircase that leads up to the small office where the door that whenever Seth teleports you here, you enter through. So you've been in this room before, and Seth's just like, you have to wait here. Sorry. And he kind of closes the door, twists the handle, twists it back again, opens it up, and enters the tower proper, closing the door behind him.
Well, that fire looks inviting. John's gonna sit down by the fire, warm up, and slowly nurse a hangover.
Okay. With Hubert and John nursing hangovers, where's the rest of the group going?
BC told us to where he left them, and he said they were taken away by guards. So we'd probably go to, unless Marina, you want to send them a message.
I mean, I can. Yeah, I can send a message to find out where they are.
Should we try the guard tower first?
Maybe we should try the guard tower first, because it's quite a big spell. And we might need it if something happens later on today.
They spent the night in the drunk tank. They might have been let out in the morning. Go have a look.
Or maybe we can get there first.
Yeah.
You guys start heading towards the old city. And
How early is it?
it's about 7 in the morning. It's cold, especially with the sea breeze rolling in. It's nippy outside. Most people are kind of wrapped up and try to move from building to building. But making your way to the watch house in the old city is no problem. And as you kind of approach the stairs and enter the simple foyer, the guard that's sitting behind the desk kind of looks up at you, goes, "Are you collecting or dropping off?"
Collecting, hopefully. Looking for a couple of friends. Small, northern fella. Probably the most drunk you've ever seen anyone. Big guy. Imagine what you probably realise, if you thought of people's brains like a meat and vegetable stew, well, this guy's brains be mostly the vegetables.
I know exactly who you're talking about. They were released earlier this morning. Sorry.
Are they alright?
I mean, apart from nursing some of the worst hangovers I've ever seen,
Excellent.
they seemed alright.
Good, good. Any ideas where they went?
Can't tell you myself. I've just been sat behind this desk, trying to stay out of the captain's way.
Well, good luck with that. Thanks for letting us know. We'll go find our friends.
Yeah, well, good luck with you. As he kind of like starts to go back to his paperwork.
Well, they've gone.
Great. Well,
We were Hubert and John. Where would we go?
probably back to.
The pub.
I was about to say the intelligent thing to do would be to go back to the tower, then I realised that who we're dealing with.
Yeah, no, I was thinking the same.
They're in that much of a state, it'd be foolish to go back to a bar. But then, should we go to the tower first and then go from there? Give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Let's see if we can. Yeah, let's see what we can find. If worse comes to worse, I'll contact them.
Okay, you guys.
I'll see. I'll have a look at the ground and see if I can track them. They left.
Okay.
Just a few.
You have a look down at the hard cobbled streets, and quickly realize that nobody leaves any footprints here, and
Several people have crossed this street in the last years. They smoothed it down.
You guys head back towards Master Tafflin's tower, and knock on the door, and wait a moment. And John and Hubert, you see Seth come out of the door, kind of close it again and twist the handle a couple of times before he slowly opens it, and then opens it wider as he realizes who it is. He's like, come on in, your friends are waiting for you.
Oh.
Yeah, they arrived a few moments ago.
They did make the intelligent choice. First time for everything, eh, Marina?
Well, yeah, but let's not question it. What have you guys been doing?
I'll run up to John and just give her. Rough night.
It was a very calm, elegant night, and yeah.
That's not what the prison guard said.
No. Oh, you went there. Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't. So we went out on the mission. We succeeded. I managed to get all the reviews of nearly every single pub in Novigrad in this book.
I take the book off him.
There are exactly 4 eligible reviews, 1 entirely uneligible review, and then about 6 to 8 pages of scribbles.
Are those Hubert scribbles?
They're Hubert's and John's.
Okay.
You can definitely tell when the book takes over from John to Hubert, as Hubert's scribbles are a lot bigger and kind of leave a deeper imprint in the paper. It's kind of like pressing harder down. Yeah.
I get a pencil out of my backpack. All right, F must try harder.
Anyway, yeah. So we woke up in a drunk tank. A fairly annoyed-looking guard let us out. All in all, it was a fairly successful night. How was your evening?
Quite pleasant. Marina's father is a very good cook and a very great host.
That's good to know.
Food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we need a bite to eat.
Should have come with us.
Oh yeah, we should have done. Oh well.
Hubert starts mumbling like mutton stew.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that'd be great right now.
And is hoping that this tower is similar to the other wizard's tower, where every time you say something, someone comes out with what you say.
Wait a moment. No magical mutton stew appears.
Aww. On another note, I picked up my sword.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's one less thing that we have to do.
Yep, picked it up. It's now enchanted. With lightning stuff.
No.
Yeah, so knocked on the door and Seth nearly didn't let us in. he said Master Tablet was busy and not ready for us, but I was like, oh, we need to get in, man, because we got really bad hangovers. So he let us in. It's all good now.
Okay. Well, we will. What do we still have to do in the city?
Well, we were waiting for Master Tabrins to teach us more about the locks, or how to disable a lock. And he was going to do that for a few of us today, right? Or was that yesterday?
That's a good question. I can't remember if we'd already done that or not.
Nope, that was today.
Yeah. But it was only for a few of us. I forget who.
Yeah, he said that he would he'd go away and kind of discuss with his superiors and some people that he knew that would know more about these locks if there was a way for you guys to permanently shut them off. And yeah, he'd say that would take a day. So
If he's not yet, there are a couple of things I'd like to buy. I could do that afterwards if we want to go with Master Tabrins now.
Well,
We bought something for Hubert last time.
oh
we
yeah,
picked that up, didn't
Hubert, we got your axe done, your hand axe done.
Okay.
So this is did we actually get that back yet, or are we waiting?
yeah, you got the silvered hand
Yeah.
axe back.
So I hand it back. So this axe is going to be really, really good when we start fighting those demons again and the devils. So this actually going to hurt them a lot more than even your big axe will. I will let you know when we're fighting those things.
Okay.
So yeah, so whenever we fight those things, if you use this axe instead of your big axe, it's just going to hurt them a lot more.
Okay.
And for the purpose of KT, this axe against fiends does 4d6 damage. Including the standard d6 that a hand axe would normally do. Because it was a slaying weapon, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's 4d6 damage plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Kez, what is it you wanted to go and buy?
I've had proficiency with disguise kit and thieves tools for a long time, but I've never had them. So I know I can't just go and buy thieves tools, but I was looking at what that entails, and it looks like all the bits I can buy individually. Like it's a file, I can buy lockpicks, I guess, from a locksmith, small mirror, some scissors, some pliers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you can easily source those bits from the various stores and shops around Novigrad. It will cost you. Let me just. I'll just look up. So it will cost you to source all of this. To source all of the pieces individually, it will cost 25 gold.
Is that each for the disguise kit and for the thieves?
No. So for the thieves' tools, it will cost 25 gold to source all
Yep.
of the pieces. A disguise kit is just 20 gold.
Okay, so 45 in total. No problem. Alright, yeah, that's fine. I'll go head
Okay.
back to the tower.
As you start to head back to the tower, Marina, you get a message sent to you from Master Tavern. And you hear his voice saying, I believe I'm ready for you. Come to the 10th floor.
Okay.
Where we met last time.
Okay, good. We'll be there shortly. Guys, Master Tavernth is ready now, so I think hopefully he'll have the thing that we need to be able to close these things. So we should get back to the tower.
So let's save the world.
Yep. We're going through that maze place, aren't we? The labyrinth.
Yeah?
Yeah, because that was the place. That was the
Portal.
way to the portal to get to the thing. Yeah. Oh goodness. Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go to the tower.
Right. You head back to the tower and back up to the 10th floor, where you find Master Tavern standing by the long dark wood table, looking over a map of the continent, along with a few strange items lying next to it. As you enter, he kind of looks up and goes, good, you've here. I've gotten sourced a few items that I think might aid you. Though I'm not sure about one of them. It does depend. The first one, I feel is the most important. Talking to my own master and those in the know, the only way they thought of closing the divine locks permanently would be use this. And he picks up a long chiseled shape, what looks like deep purple glass, about that long. But as you look closer into it, you can see flecks of almost every color kind of shimmer through it. And the purple itself seems to roil, as if it's a sea. And he goes, this is what's known as a gate shard. It will be able to permanently close a divine lock. However, it also has the ability to permanently open them as well. So you need to be careful with this.
Right.
Don't let it fall into the wrong hands.
No, we won't do that.
Okay, who shall I hand this over to?
I guess maybe this is one I
You
should
should have it,
hold on
Marina,
to.
Yeah.
I think you should use this one.
All right, I'll hold on to this one.
Okay. And as you take it, Marina, you'd expect like a chunk of glass like this to be quite heavy, but it's surprisingly light and warm to the touch. And Master Terran kind of turns back to the table. And he goes, I also, I thought you would need a way of finding these locks, as they aren't easy to locate if you don't know their location, and they were they were deliberately hidden from the world, so there are no records of where they are.
Okay.
I found this, and he holds up a sort of a gold disc hanging from a silver chain with what looks like a bronze-colored gem set in it. And he goes, "This is what's known as a divine conduit, a rather unique little thing that will allow you to track down one of these locks. The only problem is that you need some sort of connection to a celestial being or the celestial plane itself. Otherwise, it's quite difficult to use, and I wasn't sure if there was anybody in your party that quite fit that description."
When you say connection to a celestial being,
Oh well, a cleric, a paladin would do. Somebody who.
Hubert has been personally contacted by the daughter.
As you say that, he kind of looks astonished at you, Hubert, and he goes, "Oh well, aren't you a lucky fellow? That'll have to be perfect." And he kind of hands you this disc and chain, Hubert.
Well, I
You
get
need to-
muted.
Hubert doesn't have any idea what to do with this. To be fair, he wasn't really paying attention. He just heard his name and then got handed this thing. So he's just like looking at it like,
That's gonna help us find the things that we're looking for, Hubert.
okay.
But you're gonna be the only one who can use it because of your connection to the daughter.
How Hubert use?
You put it on. You have to spend about an hour or so attuning to it, and then every day you can use your connection to activate it a number of times, and when it is activated, it will guide you to one of these locks, so long as you are close to it. It's kind of like a honing beacon.
How means attune?
You just need to kind of well, first you need to put it on, and then you kind of just need to spend some time contemplating it or meditating, or however you connect with your particular deity.
Does it even fit Hubert?
Yeah, it fits around your neck.
Okay.
The chain almost seems to grow to fit you.
Okay. Hubert. Attune?
So Hubert, all you need to do to attune is you just need to keep wearing it, and over about an hour, you'll start to feel a connection to it.
Okay.
You'll know it when it happens. It's quite obvious.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, that is unfortunately all I could find. These things were not meant to be. Well, they weren't meant to be found. And the fact that they are is, well, as I said, worrying. But I just wish I could do more.
You've done a lot, Master.
Now, I was wondering where you might be heading first. I was kind of consulting the map, and the nearest one would probably be Ironwood, but I don't know whether you want to head further afield first, and deal with the ones furthest away, or whether you...
We had discussed using the labyrinth to get to the first one. I imagine distance works quite differently in there.
Yeah, you are certainly right. It does. Well, good luck. If you need my help, you know only to ask.
Of course.
With you. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at these sorts of things, as you know, and I never thought that this world, or rather this side of my world, would ever.
I know.
Would ever see the light of day.
Don't worry. We'll take care of her. She'll take care of us, and we'll be back.
Yes. Good luck.
You too. We'll
Be careful.
We will. I will, especially. But we will, and we'll keep you up to date with what's going on, and all the rest.
Okay. Do you have a way of entering the labyrinth? Or...
We do. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have this keystone that will allow us to enter into the labyrinth, and a second one, I believe, or we have 2 charges or something like that. I can't remember.
You have one keystone.
One keystone
with one charge.
With one charge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this will get us in.
Yeah.
We'll follow it to wherever it takes us. We'll try and get out on one of the major keys, major locks, and secure it before the cultists can get there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll ask Free for the stone.
She gives it to you very hesitantly.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do obviously have options about which of the main lofts you're going after first. You have one in Ironwood, which is your closest geographically. You have one in Kirksground, which is way south. You have one in Linreld, again very far south, and you have the one in Ruscombe, which is probably your furthest south geographically.
Can you put the map up on?
On Roll20, yes I can. Oh, did I import it? Was I sensible? Did I import it to Roll20? No, I did not import it to Roll20, so I will do that quickly. And
Well, just the world map would be fine.
Yeah, we just
of course, yeah, no, just the world map.
the world map.
I keep, because I'm on it. I'm on the world map as I am, and I'm like, you guys can't see it, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, right, Roll20. I got to move you guys over.
Oh, here we go.
So yeah, so you've got one in. When the world wants to load for me, please. There we go. You got one in Ironwood. One in Kirksground. Another one in Linrel. And then the final one is over in Ruscombe.
Well, Master Tablet, do you know if do you have any idea how the corridor works? If there's a way, if we can control where we go or how we do that?
No, the maze, the infinite, it. I mean, that's even out of my realm of expertise. The ancient, rather the old wanderers of that plane knew how to get about.
Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Well, if this is the way you're sure, good luck. I hope you make it.
Us
We'll
too.
make it.
Shall we? Which one should we go for? Ruscombe?
I don't mind.
If this is a way of traveling very far very quickly, then it might be good to go to Ruscombe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Little island vacation.
well, the thing is, once we get to Ruscombe, we've got to get back quickly, and we've only got a one-way trip with the Keystone.
Ah, so you think leave it till last?
I think that might be a later one. I picked up a list of teleportation circles not too long ago. I think. No, Ruscombe is not one of the ones that I picked up. I don't know. I don't think so, anyway.
You have teleportation circle?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Now I'm trying to think about which where in my notes that list is.
I have the list, but I think they're the old names.
Okay, hold on, because if I can see it, then don't tell me, because I'll find it, and then I will tell you what the new names are. No, oh no, it's not there, is it? It's yeah, no, it's not. Oh no.
I can send you the list.
Yeah, if you send me the list, I will be able to tell you what the new names are.
Yeah, let me. So. And okay, that's the list.
Okay, so Nassar's still the same, Freya's still the same, Port Delanquois still the same, Nushan's still the same. Ran, Keshav are all still the same, but they are on different continents.
Right.
Novigrad's obviously still the same, and the final one is the city of Gwyneth.
City of Gwyneth.
Yeah, the city of Gwyneth, which is on the map.
North in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, so
After Twilight Forest.
yes, got that. So okay. Yeah, so hopefully soon I'll be able to make use of these. And so we know Ironwood has got one. Where were the other places? Ruscombe's got one, and then it was
Ironwood, Ruscombe, Linrel, and Kirkstrand.
Linrel and Kirkstrand. Okay. Okay, so potentially Ruscombe is a good call then.
Because then we can teleport back to somewhere else.
If yeah, so this is a kind of a bit of a meta thing, but if we level up after Ruscombe, then I will be able to teleport us to Nissar, which is right above
Very close to
Linrel.
Yeah.
So, and anyone who's watching this, if you've I can't remember where we got these, but we got them through some kind of just absolute player bullshitting.
Yeah.
How was that?
You
the
got.
place?
I know where you got some. You got Ran, Keshav. Oh no! Now I can't. No, I can't remember where you got them from either. I thought I knew, but I don't. I'm gonna have to look up in my notes.
I thought we got them at the Deville's place.
Yeah, but I
There
can't
was
remember
a-
how many you got there though, because there weren't a lot there.
No.
So hold on. So you got Ran, Keshav, Nushan, Nushan, Ran, Keshav, Nushan, and I think Port Delanquois. They were all at Villa de Costa's house. And I think the others you picked up at Master Taverns.
Possibly, yeah. No, I feel like we got them all in the same place, but I might be misremembering. Anyway, doesn't matter. We got them through some kind of just like stealing it from somewhere.
I remember.
Which is
there were
why.
I remember there were lots of natural 20s being rolled that night, and it was very annoying. So I was like, no, now I have to. Okay, cool. Well, the campaign could go anywhere now. That's fun.
Yeah.
So where are you guys teleporting to? Through the infinite maze.
We don't know if we can teleport, but I think we're planning on going to Ruscombe. So I'll get out the stone and activate it.
Okay. As you take out the keystone, it's smooth and warm in your hand, and you feel that intrinsic, that kind of intrinsic, innate connection to it. Like this is something that you've always known how to use, despite never seeing one before. And as you kind of reach out with it, I need you to roll me. I need you to roll me a wisdom check.
Just a check.
Mm-hmm.
21.
21. Okay.
Take that.
And as you reach out, the stone sparks and flickers. And a rent in reality appears in front of you.
So I'm getting a bad crackle off of someone's audio.
Yeah. I'm getting a crackle as well.
Ooh.
It stopped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, a rent in reality appears. And before any of you can quite gauge what's happened, you're all sucked into it and through it. And we will start with... Let's start with Marina.
Oh, God.
Marina, as you are pulled into this rent, this tear, it closes behind you and you look about and you find yourself utterly alone. None of your friends are with you. And as you try to gauge direction, as you try to orient yourself in this space, in this whirring maelstrom of color and noise, you can just about make out what appear to be walls. Everything shimmers. And you find yourself in a familiar room. A room that you were in not but 3 hours ago. Your father's home in Novigrad. You see two people. One, your father, and the other one, a woman. Hooded, cloaked. They appear to be talking about something, but you can't make out the words. There's a small, what appears to be handmade crib in the corner. And as you watch this, you hear a voice. Truth or lie? Choose.
Truth. Why would I need a lie?
As you say that, your father reaches out to the woman. The scene kind of shimmers a bit, and your father reaches out to the woman, his face full of tears, and you hear the words, "Don't go." And before, and as he says that, the woman kind of knocks his hands away and says, in a voice that's not northern in origin, but you can't quite place it geographically, she says, "This was a mistake. I never should have fell for your lies." And she kind of looks towards the crib and goes, I leave you with her." She puts her hand on your father's shoulder and she goes, "Good luck." And she turns and walks out past you. And you never catch her face. And as she walks past you, you hear the voice again. Well, wasn't that enlightening? I can show you more. I can show it all to you. All you need to do is ask.
I don't care. Take me back to my friends.
You hear a laughter echoes around you. Well, let's see how long that lasts. And the room falls away, melting in front of you. And oh no, I've got my audio out. There we go. And as the room melts away in front of you, you find yourself back in the kaleidoscopic corridor. And a doorway opens in front of you. And you feel yourself being pulled once more through it. John.
Yes.
As you are pulled through this corridor in this doorway in Master Tavern's tower, you feel yourself falling for a moment before your feet find footing. And as you look around you, nobody else is there. You just see colours whirring about you. And you hear a voice calling out to you. John, it's me. It's your mother. Where are you?
In a dark room with some weird cuddly shit. Wait, I'm not in Ironwood.
John, no, this isn't the voice of your
adopted mother.
This isn't the voice of your adopted mother.
Oh, this is my real mother.
This is a voice that you've never heard before. And she goes, John, where are you? Where are you, John?
I'm here.
John, why did you not come find me? And then you hear a second voice. Male, again, a voice you've never heard before.
Right.
Yes, John. Why did you not go and find your mother?
I don't even know who the fuck you are.
You were too, you just hear the voice go. You were too busy, weren't you? Drinking, fighting. You were too busy to bother, weren't you?
You left me under a table in a tavern. Look, if anybody's the shitty parents in your situation, you are. I have no idea who the fuck you are, and I have no idea where the fuck I am. Boom.
The voice, neither of the woman or the man. A third voice.
Okay.
You know, you could stop looking. Stop the search and give in to those more carnal instincts of yours. I could grant you the knowledge you seek, and so much more.
Why would I give up the search of my real family? I know that was just an illusion. Maybe it was their real voices, I don't know. But I don't think that was really them. No. I don't think so. Also, if you're knowledgeable, like, people expect shit from you, like information and to know stuff, and that's kind of like Marina's thing, so I don't really want to take away her thing. Mine's more the sort of the punching, fighting kind of thing, you know. Like, I've got this new sword, it's pretty cool, you know, I'm just happy the way I am. I would like to find my parents though, but I don't know where you are, so no.
The third voice immediately becomes aggressive and goes, You will regret not accepting my gifts.
Oh, you
And
didn't tell me there were gifts involved.
You feel a force from behind, as if you're being shoved by some great creature.
Oh, here we
A
go.
doorway opens in front of you and you fall through it.
What a
Hubert.
prick.
As you feel yourself falling, as a kaleidoscopic corridor falls past you, you find yourself standing in a blasted landscape. Dark clouds gather above you, and as you look around, you see, standing over the corpses of your friends, as the sea burns in the background, is a massive half-orc, bald head and monkey tail. And you hear a voice, gruff like your father's. Look at you, if only you had listened to your father. Then you would have had the strength to stop this. But instead you chose to run. So what are you gonna do? Are you going to run away like you always do? Or will you stand and fight?
Hubert pulls out his battle axe and goes to attack himself.
Could you please roll initiative for me?
Yes. Uh, 13. Oh, I've got advantage. Hang on. Uh, 11. So 13.
13. Okay. The alternative version of you goes first. And as you run at him, he kind of turns, twivels his great axe in his hand, and goes running towards you, screaming. He will rage, and he will take a swing at you with his great axe. He rolled a natural 20.
Yep.
So he, I need some d12s. So you take You take 15 points of slashing damage as this Hubert buries his great axe into you. It is your turn.
Yeah, I.
Okay, take a swing at your ultimate self.
Yeah. Jeez. 13.
13. I don't believe that hits.
It's not.
No. You swing and miss, confused by the fact that you're fighting yourself. It is not you's turn. That is that's a 14. That misses.
Yes.
The second Hubert, the second you, takes a swing and slightly off balance by the fact that his first hit was so so on the mark, he kind of swings wide, just roaring in your face. It is your turn.
I keep forgetting I have 2 actions as well. So he has 2 actions.
He does, yes.
So I swing again. For 20, not natural.
That hits.
Yes. For 6 points of damage. And I'll
Okay.
take the second swing for 23.
Okay.
And 7 points of damage.
Nice.
No.
As you start as you start cutting into this Hubert, blood starts kind of splatters the blasted ground around you guys. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
11.
11. Okay. As the blood sputters, you feel yourself kind of begin to rage as whatever this thing is, whatever this creature that wears your face is, begins to attack you, and you attack it. You just feel that battle rage begin to swell up inside you. And as you do, you hear the voice of the daughter. Stand strong, Hubert. Stand strong and remember, this is not you. This will never be you. And Katie, would Hubert like to rage?
At this moment, yes.
Okay.
Because the only person there is him, right?
Yes. So you may rage if you would like to.
Okay.
Cool. It is on Hubert's turn, and he rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
Which is super cool. So yeah, you can take your and his second attack is a 15.
That hits.
Which I believe hits for 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
It is your turn.
So I will be raging.
Mhm.
And I will attack. That's 23.
That hits.
And I also have the Divine Fury.
You do.
So, and that's radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
So 13 slashing damage.
Nice.
And 10 radiant damage.
Woo! Okay. As you just start cutting into this Hubert, there are bright flashes as your axe impacts, and the sort of the holy anger that you're putting behind your strike seem to strike true and just cut away at this thing. And as its blood and your blood starts to fleck the ground, you see grass begins to grow and flowers start to bloom.
Okay.
And the clouds seem to start to dissipate slowly.
Okay, that was my first attack, by the way.
That was your first attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll your second attack.
23 again.
23, go, yeah.
And 10 slashing.
Cool. Is that everything? Yeah, that's...
Yeah, because it's only the first...
Yeah, it's only the first step. So, Evil Hubert will take his attack. That was a 19.
Does Evil Hubert have a goatee?
Evil Hubert does have a goatee.
Yes.
Yes. Evil Hubert does have a goatee. He did 8 points of slashing damage for his first attack.
Mm-hmm.
For his second, That was another natural 19. He got 11 points of slashing damage. He appears to be growing weaker. As the grass starts to grow and the flowers start to bloom and the weather starts to clear, he does appear to be growing weaker. Your turn.
Okay, so again, I will do the first attack with the radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 20.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 12 slashing, 10 radiant.
Okay. Yeah, he's starting to look hurt.
And I'll take my next attack. 18.
Yep, that'll hit.
And that's 11 slashing.
As you take this strike, this huge gout of just blood and ichor starts to run down evil Hubert, and he takes a step forward and kind of grins through like the blood and the pain. And as he does, the sun bursts through the clouds behind him. And as it does, he falls to one knee before falling to the ground, dead. As he does, the grass grows over him. Flowers start to bloom around you. A faint rain starts to fall, but the sun still shines through. And as it does, you hear the voice of the daughter once again. Well done. You have come into your spring and can now begin to regrow from the ashes of your past. And a doorway opens in front of you. And you step calmly through.
Yeah, and Hubert like looks around and just thinking, that was a hard door to find.
And you step through it.
Yeah.
Okay. Kez, as you're pulled into this space, you feel a strange sense of familiarity, as if you've been here before. You look around you and you see plain walls that seem to be made of smooth obsidian, with only the faintest lines between the individual bricks. As you look about, you hear a faint sound. And the sound gets closer and closer. And as it does, you feel a rush of air. You get a scent of fresh mountain air. Familiar scent to you. And as you do, you notice doorways set in the wall, each with faint lettering above them. And the wind seems to be blowing towards one specific door.
What does it say?
Above it simply reads Ruska.
Can I look at the others?
Sure. You see one door that says Heartspire. Another reads New Shan. There's one that reads, they all seem to be names of places about the continent, as well as other names that you don't recognize.
Does this? Am I getting the sense of? Because I had visions before when I first saw the stone.
Yeah.
But this doesn't look like that.
It doesn't look like that, but it reminds you of those visions. It's different to how you thought it would look like.
I'll shout out. Hubert, Marina, John, Maris, 3,
There's no reply.
BC.
BC kind of. Oh no, BC's not with you. BC's with Hubert. So yeah, no, there's no reply.
So there's nowhere to go but these doors. There's just a room with these doors.
Yeah, it is just a long corridor with these doors.
But it ends at a door. It doesn't keep going.
No. The corridor itself kind of seems to continue on forever, and there are branches off it that seem to lead deeper in. But the wind that seems to be constantly blowing, but it's gentle, seems to be blowing you towards this specific doorway.
But I can see through the doorway.
No, it's just it's like a black obsidian door with the writings rusting
And
above
there's
it.
a handle.
Yeah, there's a handle to which you can twist and. Sorry, did you say you opened the door?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I will pull out this stone of repeating.
Okay.
That I made back in Riss.
Yes.
Or Riss, yeah. And Burgate. And I will put a little message in it saying in case you come this way, I've gone through the Ruskin door. But I don't see you here.
Okay, and you just leave it on the floor?
To repeat.
Okay. You drop it, it kind of clatters to the floor. Every now and then you hear your own voice repeating that message.
Just to make sure I don't have any spells that would help me here. I think so. No? Okay, I will open the door to Ruskin.
Okay. As you do so, you get a wash of sea air. The smell of mud and the port smells kind of fills your nose as you step through it. Marisk, you, like all your friends, are pulled through this rent in reality. And as you look around for your friends, you suddenly find yourself in the main square of your old village. The sun shining down on what appears to be a perfectly peaceful and pleasant day. Oh, Chris, I think that's your audio. Thank you. You can hear children playing in the street. The sound of repair work to one of the barns is comforting. And then all hell seems to break loose. You see arrows start to fall from the sky. The sound below it all is this low, bassy warble of a war horn. And suddenly the town is full of raiding orcs. Buildings are being set on fire. People are being killed or thrown into carts. And through all the chaos, you spy your father running out of his home, sword in hand. And as he runs down the road towards you, you see a large orc kick down the door to your father's home. And you can hear the screams of your mother. And as the scream rings in your ears, you hear a low voice. I can give you the strength to find and kill the ones who did this. Do you accept my offer?
At what price? These things never come for free.
Only that you don't stop with them.
My parents taught me better than that. I demand vengeance and nothing more. Nobody else needs to die. Not for them, not for me.
Is that a refusal?
Think of her and I know that they would not want me to do anything beyond. If you want me to kill more than the people that did this to my family and our village, then yes, it's a refusal. That is not in my nature. That is not how I was brought up. And that is not how I will live my life.
You will suffer for this. Your victories will turn to defeats. You will watch as your friends die. There will be nothing you can do. And the room and the scene melts. And you find yourself in a kaleidoscopic corridor as a doorway opens in front of you. And you feel yourself shoved through it as if by a great force.
Magic ass bitch.
As all of you pass through the infinite maze in your varied ways, you all suddenly appear on a muddied beach. You can hear the cry of seagulls up ahead, the smell of the sea air strong, the sound of waves crashing against the shore. And in the distance, you can hear a ringing of bells, as if on a ship. The cries of sailors coming into port. And in front of you, you see the rather ramshackled and ramshackled and dilapidated town of Old Rascombe. Ruscombe. Yeah, of Old Rascombe, where you have all appeared. And we will leave you guys appearing in Old Ruscombe for next week. Well, welcome to the Pirates of the Caribbean bit of the adventure, guys.
Yay!
Rum drinks for everyone.
Welcome to Tortuga.
Oh, I love Tortuga. It's like the best place in the... Yeah, it's the best place in those films.
You might not like my Tortuga. My Tortuga is depressing.
Tortuga.
Tortuga.
Hey, you guys...
What do we know about
so,
Rascombe?
So we will do Rascombe next week, as well as whatever Faye saw in the infinite maze.
Cool.
Nice.
I still say we should have gone to Ironwood.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, I really want to get there.
I hope you guys watching enjoyed the show. It's good to be back. It's good to be back live and on a weekly schedule. Hopefully, we should be back to that, barring any sudden catastrophes. But then
Yeah.
we don't have. We've got GM's chat this Sunday,
GM's chat is on Sunday.
so join us for that.
Tuesday will be Homebrew Labs, and is actually going to be our new episode for Homebrew Labs. So make sure to tune in for that, because that's going to be very fun. We haven't actually done this one before. And yeah, other than that, I don't think we have any other streams next week.
No. Is Sarah back for GM's chat this week?
I think so. Hopefully.
So if anybody tuned into last week's GM's chat, you would know that it was a complete catastrophe because it wasn't moderated at all.
Nope. It was just
Fergus
Feargus and I ranting about different things.
So yeah. So tune in to
the
this
next
week's-
one for an actual,
where it will be much better because
probably a more constructive conversation.
Yes. But until then, check out our website for games coming up. Subscribe to our Twitch and our YouTube channels, because that's how that works.
Yep.
And until next next week.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.